Badcast 2.0 actually, stealing it from my co-host, my boy Sad Spidey, aka your boy Matt. Alright.
What's up, guys?
So
Gwen
yeah.
Stacy died. I'm sad.
I don't really have any topics to talk about. I mean, other
Except
than
gorilla dick.
straight start. Alright, listen, Harambe,
Gorilla.
bro, that thing was swinging
Gorilla
around
dog.
so much. Honestly, you couldn't
Bro.
control it. Nah, but,
It itches.
what
Bro,
the hell?
and what if it itched? What if it itched? What did he do? I guess he just smacked it against his bananas. just here start flapping around.
Harambe, is that you? Zookeeper's
Harambe,
there at
you
night.
in my bedroom.
Harambe, is that you? You just see him in the windmill formation. This is not even
He's
my
holding a
final
Glock.
form. Just a bunch of windmills.
No, all you see is of a child just falling down.
That's tough.
It's going down. It's going down.
Oh my god, bro, who's... Alright, let's see these comments. Jackie Jungie, Matt is gay, GTA 5 is Garbo, oof. How's GTA 5 Garbo? GTA 5 is actually a really good game.
Who's in this chat?
I don't know. Some gay kid.
What does it say?
Some homo.
You're gay too.
I'm not gay, bro. I'm perfectly straight. Yeah. It might be, bro. At this point in time, most likely is.
You a present. You my Christmas present.
Hey, you a snack. Cause I'm about to munch on you. Okay, that was kind of gay.
I was about to munch on that booty cheek.
Damn.
I'm gonna eat your left booty cheek
on
like
that
candy.
booty cheek, girl.
I'm gonna munch it like candy.
Please
yeah,
don't.
I ain't no from SpongeBob. My name is Sandy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so good at Fortnite, they had to ban me.
Whew. Okay.
Cash. With the cash.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know, I got that with Lash. Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah. Your turn.
Okay.
Your turn.
Nah, bro, this is a bad cast. We talk about topics, right? So, Matt, a year ago, right? Just to bring it up, even though it's heartless. What was your first impressions of Logan Paul and the whole situation happened? It's pretty old news.
With the dead body?
Yeah. Him getting choked.
I thought it was hilarious that he got, he got sued. I wasn't laughing at the dead body thing. I watched the whole video, like 6 times.
So yeah, if you're in his predicament, right, cool. And you're just messing around and you did that, right? What would you do after all this commotion?
Pretty much kill myself at that point. I don't see a point in living. Like okay. I literally recorded a dead body. There's no point in living because you're adding on worse. You're making it worse. So you know.
True.
You can literally just go to hell for that. Just like literally.
Yeah. So as Logan Paul, you know, exploding the algorithm of YouTube and all that, right? So even though you had all this money, all this clout, would you still make the same choices?
No, I'd end my YouTube channel right there. Like, think about it.
You wouldn't apologize. You wouldn't try to make things right.
Well, no, I would apologize, and I would try my best to make things right. People didn't want it to be right. Like, I can't do nothing. I can't control people. Like, I'm not like freaking. I'm not like no god or demon. I'm not freaking Jesus. I'm nor I am Cthulhu.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I can't tell people what to believe in and what they think. If someone decides to say that I'm a bad
True.
person, then I'm a bad person to them. At
Mhm.
the end of the day, I'm a human being, and what Logan Paul did wasn't right. I think it was Logan Paul did a terrible thing when he did that.
True, true. So
Like,
let's say if you were one of the famous people and you saw that, would you retaliate negatively, like instantly?
not really instantly, but more of like progressively in a way. If you kind of
Hmm.
understand, like,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
explain to him what he did wasn't wrong, and then if he disagreed, I'd, argue back.
Yeah, but like, people
See,
attacked him a lot through Twitter.
yeah. No, the only reason why he said sorry was because he was losing viewers. And let's be honest.
True, true, true.
He only said sorry when he lost 30,000 subscribers, so Logan Paul didn't give a damn about that dead body, and he still never will.
Hold up, give me a second.
No, 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 no. Come up. No, 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 no. Come on, no. No, 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 no. Come on, come on.
Alright, sorry,
No,
my
no, no,
bad.
no, 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 no.
Okay, so yeah, in that predicament, like, I feel like if I was in that today, it would have been very worrisome. Like, you can say sorry and all that, yeah, you can't change people's opinions, because, you still have bad, you know, history.
No, he didn't mean to say sorry. He didn't want to say sorry. The only reason why he's sorry was he saw that his viewers went down, his subscriptions went down, his followers went down, and he was losing money. That's why he said sorry.
So, okay, so after this, right, all this happened, right? He comes back to his videos regularly, right? Tastes the video with where he tastes the dead mouse, right? Or that was later on, right? Um, basically, he kind of, when I went into the comment sections of that video, which I thought was really messed up, he still had supporting fans out there. So he still had little kids who said that he missed him, even though the false things that he did. So, like, generally, if you saw that, like, what was your retaliation against that? Like, what would you do?
I felt disgusted. I am disgusted.
It's
But
kind of messed up.
in all
Like,
honesty,
you'd assume for him
in
to
all
have...
honesty,
Yeah.
in all honesty, like, Logan Paul can't stay away from dead things. Like, like, he literally can't stay away from dead things and dead people. Because obviously, he thinks it's a view magnet. In reality, it's not. It's just messed up.
Yeah, yeah. Like, many people
And
do.
all of
Look.
his supporters, are spoiled 5-year-olds who figured out how to comment in the sections.
True, true. Okay, okay. So, just getting off that topic into a new topic. Recently, not that recently, like a couple years ago, I just heard this off of someone else's video. Just get your opinion on it. So a family faked a miscarriage, right? For views, right? So as I said with the Logan Paul, what would be your retaliation? Like what would you give in mind for
I'd
that
be
if
very
you was?
angry. I'd be very, very angry. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've had some friends whose family members have had miscarriages, and I have, witnessed the sad and sorrow and agony that the families have went through. And I don't think it's really cool to do that for views.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
literally, that's faking the death of a newborn human being. There's nothing more sad than anything dying in this world.
True, true.
Even if I had to like kill an animal to survive, I'd still be sad because at the end of the day, I took something's life
Yeah,
for
yeah.
my well-being.
Mhm.
Even if the animal gave its life to me, I still wouldn't, be happy about it. Because at the end of the day, I took something's life when it should have had a long, precious, and beautiful life ahead
Mhm.
of it.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely. Honestly, how I would retaliate to it, it's like, it's really messed up, honestly. Like, it's not really a fun thing to hear, and especially when you're faking it just for views, too. Like, you're doing it just to get a gag out of it, you know? So, just off another topic, right? So, let's say you have a relationship with someone, yeah?
Okay, relationship problems, alright.
Uh-huh. So
These hoes ain't
they
loyal.
put you through a test to see if you would leave them for someone else. Now, if you found out that even though you passed, would you be like betrayed in a way?
Well, yeah, I'd feel somewhat of betrayal because it just actually no, I would feel non-trustworthy, and I'd feel like I'd have to end the relationship there because then it proves that the person who I'm dating doesn't have trust in me, and if there's no
Mm.
trust, there's no relationship value. So as I see, like if you put me through that, then I don't see the point in being together because it's like you're
So
not putting trust in me, so why should I put trust in you?
yeah, so you would retaliate negatively, yeah?
Yes.
Definitely, definitely. Um, so yeah. Is there any topics, any questions you got for me? Anything you want my opinion on?
Well,
Like I said, you being slick. You did one part of his homework, but mom said you didn't do this. And he said, yeah, I'm gonna go back to it. And he told mom he's done. So I said, did you do that part? He said like this to me, no. And I said, you did that part that you said you told your mom? He said like this to me, why are you even asking me to go on homework? Like if I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm nobody, you treat me like nobody. Don't ask me for nothing.
relationship goals.
Sure.
But yeah. So I have a question.
Yeah.
You know, how would you feel if, like, let's say you go on your first date, you really hit it off, and you guys decide to get married a few years, right?
Mhm.
Right. 3 weeks into your marriage, your wife says she wants to have kids. How would you feel?
I mean, me, I'm not really like optional of being scared to have kids with someone, but like, you know, it's like it's a long process too, especially like the life I want for my children, you know. I'm kind of scared of how I'll do as a parent. I quote, cause you know I really hate making mistakes. That's just my personal attribute. You know,
Oh my
mistakes.
god! Oh my god! I just thought of something. You keep on, keep on.
Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't take it too crazily, but like if if that's what it means, then that's what it means. You know.
But like, so if you were to say no, if you were to say no, but like, this is what would happen. If you were to say no, she would want to get a divorce.
Indeed, indeed. But like,
See, if it was me, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of situation. It's a very tough situation because it's want to be with her, but she wants to have kids, and if you say no, she doesn't think that she won't think that you're ready, to not only be a father, but to be her husband. So you got a divorce.
mhm. I mean, personally, I just say yes just because of my mentality. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. if anything, like, in my mind, I think as a kid now, well, as a teenager, starting off as a teenager, right now, I think it's somewhat good to have kids at a young age, you know? Because, like, when you're 20, let's say you're, like, 25, you have kids, right?
Okay.
And, like, your kid 20 years later is 20, right? And you're just 45, which isn't that old. So you're
True.
having, like, you get to be there longer. That's what I'm saying. Like, you get to be included in more things.
You get to witness your child's life as it goes by.
Yeah, like, and then
You
you
get to
can
be a
see,
part of
and
it.
then you can see you can see their children's go off. You can see, like, you could be the great grandfather, you know?
True.
So that's why I think it's, like, somewhat good to have kids at a young age, like, you know? I feel like it makes some
True.
more sense, if anything. Like,
Okay.
it just means better, means well. So I know, like, most people aren't ready for it, but, like, if I'm, as a person right now, I think I would be perfectly okay, like, with having a kid at 25, you know? And they have a kid at
Yeah.
20 by mistake, you know? But that's okay. At the end of the day, you know, then you get to 20 years later, you'd be like 60, right? 65, still caking it. And then you get to see their children, you know, at 20. You get to see them grow up,
Yeah.
you know? Personally, I want 2 kids.
Yeah.
1 girl, 1 boy.
So you just want like a perfect, healthy family.
I mean, obviously there's going to be mess ups, but definitely, yeah, everyone would want that, you know? Like, even if I don't love the companion I'm with, I'll still do it just for the kids, you know? Even though it sounds petty. You feel?
True. Okay. I have another question for you.
Ooh, questions.
What was your thoughts on the message in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? What was your thoughts on the message that it was sending to viewers?
So if you didn't know, a little story, I actually saw it like 2 months on October before anyone did. Hashtag previews. Over here in New York and everywhere, they actually have a lot of it. Like, they have a lot of those events going on.
Okay. But
So,
what
yeah.
was your point of view on like the message that the movie gave out?
Well, I'm that type of person. I don't pop out laughing because of a simple joke and it's kind of funny, you know? Like, I'm like, when I look at movies, I don't like, I look at the storyline, I look at the things behind it. I don't look at the things that are putting out necessarily. So during a movie, if I'm by myself, sadly, in the future, and I'm in a movie by myself, most likely I'm gonna just be staring at that screen the whole time with a blank face. Unless something catches me, you know?
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't say I got a general thing, but like, I'll have to say spoilers if you haven't seen already. It was kind of
If you
sad that
haven't,
the
what are you
uncle,
doing?
it's sad that the uncle died. Well, had to die. Man,
But the
popped
weird thing
him.
is that in the natural storyline, not only Peter Parker, they got the Peter Parker thing down right, but not only that they got that part, it's the fact that it was his dad who was supposed to die instead of his uncle. They give him more of like an Uncle Ben feel, kind of almost,
True.
to give him somewhat, but more similar to Peter Parker's story.
Yeah. Any more
But
questions? This
the
is a podcast, not a movie cast.
movie theories. Wait, was it the backcast where we just make a bunch of weird jokes and just start laughing?
Yeah, but like, it's supposed to be a podcast, except for it's called the Badcast, because it's usually bad. And the ones on your channel were really bad. And I'm trying to make my ones a
Yeah.
little decent.
That's why we call it the bad cast.
Yeah, but like, I want mines to be like a bunch of bad stuff, like, could be like in mindset or whatever, but like, I don't know, I just want mines to be perfect. It's
OCD
still a
nutshell.
bad cast. Like I'm having gameplay, right? And we're just talking about random stuff. There's nothing that acquires to this as a podcast other than us talking about subjects. You know? So
So do you want to
generally it's
continue it or
still
not?
bad. No, actually I think we're gonna end it there. So, you know, I hope everyone has a
Make
good
sure to
day,
have your
whatever
plus.
you're watching this. And
Make sure to eat
yeah,
lots of
it's
pussy.
been pretty fun. The Badcast will be going on with
Oh my
different
god.
people too, depending on who I want to do it with. But most likely,
Oh, you
Matt's gonna
wanna
be
do it?
with
Okay.
his own people on his channel, which I will not link, nor will I do anything, cause screw you.
I wanna do it.
Shut up. Yeah, I'm gonna most
Let's
likely do
do it.
this podcast with different people other than Matt. Matt will most likely be in them a lot of the time because we have no friends, sadly.
Because I'm the creator of the bad cast.
No. I came out with an
JK.
idea. I came out with the name.
You came up with the name.
Yeah, the name. All right, and that
Yeah.
made your idea, boy. Without the name, there was no idea. All right.
There's an idea, just no name. Think about it. The bar with no name.
Yeah,
It's a
but
bar, but it got no name.
idea comes after the base. Like the building comes after the structure, you know? So first of all, stop continuing on. And this has been going on for like 20 plus minutes, but it's been fun. And I'll see y'all dudes later.